Looking good, eh? Where's he going? Our first rule of the day is we are making sure that we're getting off of the brakes right here at this hockey stick. We have to make sure we're off the brakes so the bike doesn't continue to just stand up and go straight. Usually a lot of beginners' first issue is to drag the brake too deep into the corner. So let's see if they can abide by the hockey stick rules. General rule of thumb is I was seeing a lot of the majority of knees crossing in front of foot pegs. So our standing position for everyone out there was very much knees too far forward. And what that does is it puts your upper body in a position where your upper body goes more vertical. So every time you accelerate, you do this. The knees jam forward and the upper body falls back. A lot of it has to do with people just being afraid of getting their head forward. But you should be doing the exact opposite. So instead of knees forward, head back, it should be knees back, head forward. You guys want to approach every section in general kind of with that mentality of just try to be the person that's super consistent. I think when we first came to this corner and I teach you leaf feet on, I teach you to do all these things, maybe there's some of you thinking, oh, well, I could just rail that inside rut just how I normally would and it would be better. But I would love to see what the normally would technique looks like. Rail it one time for a cool video for Instagram, you crash 5 or 6 times, you dab your foot the other 12, like every time through is going to look so significantly different. If you got lined up and you did a gate drop and had to race 5 laps, a track with 20 turns, that's 100 corners that you have to hit consistently. How are we going to do 100 corners consistent? We can't. We'd get like 3 or 4 that were decent, right? Make up the time where it's easy. So learn to be a good braker and how to just attack straightaways and attack exits of corners. And then when you get to the corner itself, really think about how we can clean it up and just try to be as consistent as possible. That will also make riding more fun because it will make any condition fun. Where I guarantee there are some people that went out for the free practice this morning on a track that's baked over and dusty and difficult and unforgiving, and we're like, oh, this sucks right away, guaranteed. Where when I ride tracks now, and especially because I travel all over the world riding every track condition you can imagine, I learned to just appreciate certain conditions because it teaches you certain things, and then you just ride the track for what it is. Don't try to ride this track today the same that you would if it's chilled up and has good moisture and some good ruts. You might be 8 seconds a lap off, but that's okay. Ride within whatever your means are where you can be comfortable and consistent. Get your feet! Get your feet tight! Get those feet tight! Oh, there we go. Good! Head forward! Head forward! Am I holding the stick correctly?
Yes.
Okay. Would you go thumb like this or thumb like this? It doesn't matter.
Like a tennis racket.
See where your feet are right now? See where your feet are? Look at how loose. That makes everything. Your knees will bounce. You'll slide off the back. Your head will fall off the back. If you don't get your feet in the right spot, you'll never feel comfortable on the bike, whether you have one hand off or both hands on. Good. Now sit to the corner. Butt forward a little bit. Stand up for the straightaway. Okay, good. There. Now just tight. Squeeze them tight. Good. Now sit for the corner. A little bit more forward. Good. Stand up one more time. Squeeze the knees. The tighter you squeeze with the lower body, the more control you'll have, because you won't have to muscle the thing around so much with your arms. But if you ride after a lap and you come by and your feet are doing this, you're not going to have control, and it's going to get frustrating. Okay? All right, go do one more lap. Try to fix those feet the best you can. Hey, nice first run. Was that good? Okay, Canadian food review. We got the, what are they?
Hickory sticks.
Hickory sticks. So basically just a French fry? Or like a chip?
Kind of. Yeah. I think it's a chip. Both.
And it's got like, what type of seasoning is this?
Hickory. Yeah.
Pretty good? How unhealthy are we talking?
Just don't look at it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't look too bad. Hickory sticks, I'm gonna give it a... These are actually great. I'm gonna bring these on point. 7.9. Great little snack. Hickory sticks.
Yeah, so I've been fortunate enough to take like a bunch of other riding schools, and within the first like 5-10 minutes of just beating AJ and sitting there in riders meeting, I knew this was going to be a big success. And you know, it's crazy how much experience he has and he brings to the table right off the bat. So it was a great day, and you know, I can't wait to do it again.
All right, folks, that's it. First Canada class. Great time, super fun. Nobody got hurt. Track was fun. We have the skyline of the city right behind us. We went to Banff. Rhett, how old are you again? 15. Rhett met a couple of ladies in Banff, so good for him. Great success. We'll be back. You love it here in Canada, right? Oh yeah, bud? Oh yeah, bud. Okay. Well, subscribe and see you later. Start flinging little rocks at people.